Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, start the class.
Let's start. Can you see the board?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So, in last class, we have learnt living organisms. They respond to stimuli, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, living things respire also we have discussed, na? Right. Next. What is excretion? Anybody is having any idea?
Yes, sir.
What is
Sir, expression means
expression?
Excretion means the waste products in our body will be removed, sir,
Okay, in the form
from
of
the sweat or urine, sir.
good, very
Sir,
good, very good.
waste removed from our body in the form of urine.
Sweat or urine is called excretion.
Wonderful,
called
eh?
excretion.
Really wonderful. You are having a knowledge of class 10th level. Good. Right. The process of getting rid of the waste materials produced by the life processes is known as excretion. So, in our body or in most of the living organisms' body, many waste materials are produced by means of various life processes. So, the waste materials of all the life process, it should not accumulate in the body. If it is accumulated in the body, it will cause some negative effects or it may even result in death also. So, the waste materials have to be removed from the body of the living organisms. The process of removal of the waste materials from the bodies of the living organisms is known as excretion. Right? And plants and animals, they have different structure. So the mechanism of excretion also is different in plants and animals. Because in the case of animals, the waste materials are almost, they are excreted out like in the form of urine or sweat like that. Whereas in the case of plants, they store some of the waste materials. Okay. And where do they store? Within the pots, like within the old leaves. Okay. And within some special structures. Sometimes some plants, even though they bear fruits, in the fruits also these waste materials can be stored in some of their parts. Right? In the roots also some waste materials are stored. So when the leaves get shed off, during winter season, leaves will get shed off. That time, the waste materials will go away. Through the roots, also some waste materials will be removed from the plant body. Right? Likewise, waste material removal, it will be taking place differently in plants and animals. So, in this point, two things you are learning. One is what is excretion, and is it same? The process of excretion is it same in plants and animals? It's not same. If it is different, if it is different, in what way that it is different? Okay, so different ways of excretion in plants and animals, and what is excretion that you have learnt. Let us write those two things. Excretion is removal of wastes. These are the two different ways that are taking place as part of excretion in plants and animals. Next,
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
Sir, animals dung, sir.
that is removal of undigested food. Removal of undigested food is known as egestion. Okay, right?
Okay, sir.
So egestion will not take place in plants. Excretion takes place
sir.
in plants as well as in animals. That's why we are discussing here common characteristics of all living organisms, not certain exclusive characteristics of some organisms. Okay?
Sir?
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir.
Huh.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Ask.
Sir, if the snake bites itself with its poisonous tongue, it will die or nothing will happen to it?
Come again. Ask once again. I am not getting you.
Sir, if the snake bites itself with its
Good, good.
poisonous
Okay, okay.
tongue,
Understood, understood. First of all, snake is not going to bite itself. Number one. Okay. If it bites, right, it may even kill itself also, because poison, it can be stored in a special structure in the snake, right? How a poison kills any animal, you know? Poisons are of two types, snake poisons. One is neurotoxin, another one is hemotoxin, right? Neurotoxin, it will affect the neurons, nervous system, and it will make the nervous system non-functional and it kills. Hemotoxin makes the blood cells to get clot internally inside the blood vessels, or internal hemorrhage means blood vessels will burst and the blood will be leaked out. In that way, the animal is going to die, provided if the venom is getting mixed, in the blood. So snake's venom, if it is getting mixed in its own blood also, same sort of results may happen. But the thing is, why a snake will bite on its own? That is the question, right?
Okay, sir.
Right.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Ask, sir.
Sir, the animals are also sweating, sir.
Definitely, why don't I? Some animals sweat normally, some may sweat more, some may sweat very less. Like in the case of camel, we have written that they do not sweat. It is its adaptations of a desert. Okay? Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any more things? And in the case of animals like rats, okay, these snakes, these type of things, even desert animals, all these type of animals, they sweat very less. They sweat very less. Right? Okay. Still you are having doubts, or shall I go
Sir,
ahead?
I also have a doubt.
Ask.
Sir, can you give me one example of stimulus in plants?
Already it was explained, Mimosa pudica, that is touch me not plant. When you touch it, it will close its leaves, right? And growing of plant towards the direction of sunlight, that is also one more example, right?
Any
And,
example of stimuli?
Blossoming of certain flowers after the sunset, that is during the night, like this one, Brahma Kamala, and some jasmines, some sort of lotus. These flowers they will open only after sunset, means they need darkness to get opened. Some flowers they will blossom only during the daytime, that is they need daylight. That is also a stimulus. Enough? Okay. Hope you have got enough of examples for plants stimulus. Okay. Right. Now next one is living organisms reproduce their own kind. Reproduce means living organisms are already produced, and same kind of organisms produced again by the existing organisms. This process is known as reproduction. By means of reproduction process, living organisms reproduce their own kind. Means Their own kind means from humans, again humans are produced. From donkeys, again donkeys are produced. From buffaloes, buffaloes are produced. Right? From horses, horses are produced. So every living organism, it reproduces their own kind. From mango plant, from its seed, another mango plant is produced. Right? Likewise, from neem plant seed, another neem plant will be produced. From the branch stem cutting of rose plant, another rose plant is produced. Likewise, the young ones of their own kind are produced by every plant and animal. Some plants will follow seed, and some plants will produce the new plants from other parts. Right? Some plants produce the new plants from the seeds. Some will produce from other parts of the plant, like stem cuttings. For example, if you take potato from underground stem, new plant is produced. In carrot, from root, new plant is produced. In bryophyllum, from leaf, new plant is produced. If you take stem cuttings like rose plant, pomegranate plant, hibiscus plant, you can get new plant from stem cuttings, right? So, production of one or more of their own kind by the already living organisms is known as reproduction. So, all living organisms exhibit the property of reproduction, right? So, this reproduction is carried out in all plants and animals, right? So, already I said different plants and different animals, how do they reproduce, right? Now, living organisms, they can move. Animals can move from one place to another place, and also they exhibit other body movements. Means I will sit here only, but I will just make my hand up and down, or I can just turn the pages, or I can just turn my head left and right. That is also making the body movements. And if you take plants, plants are also living organisms. How can they exhibit movements? They do not move from one place to another place, but other movements like opening and closing of the flowers, growing towards the direction of sunlight. When you are touching, touch-me-not plant is closing the leaves. After sunset, if you observe the leaflets of a tamarind plant, have you ever seen the leaves of tamarind plant, tamarind tree after sunset? You can see them in closed condition. Means when there is no sunlight, those leaves, even plants also, they go to a sleepy mode during the absence of sunlight. That is after the sunset, right? That is also a sort of movement only. Though plants cannot move from one place to another place, they exhibit their own specific movements, like closing the leaflets after the sunset. When you touch the touch-me-not plant, it will close its leaves, and sunflower plant, it grow in the direction of sunlight, right? Most of the plants, they grow towards the sunlight. All these things, right? if you carefully watch the germination and growing of new plant, by using time-lapse photography method, you can see the entire growth of the plant like a movement only, right? Have you ever seen in Discovery Channel and all, the scientists will show the growth and germination and growth of the new plant like a movement. Slowly, how it is opening its leaves, how the leaves are becoming bigger, how the new small leaves are formed, how the buds are formed, everything it appears like movement. How do they just make such thing? They use the time-lapse photography method of video making, and they make such videos. And what is their intention? Their intention is to show even plants also exhibit the movement, right? Okay. Now, living organisms, after having a particular lifespan spent, the cells of the living organism, they get aged, and finally it results in death of the living organism. All individual living organisms, they die, right? But as they keep producing the new organisms, every individual organism type, means like humans, individually each human is going to die, but the human race will be existing together. If you take a plant may die, but its seeds will produce new plants, so that plant variety will survive. Are you getting it? So individually organisms, they die after a particular age. So reproduction process, it is making the type of the living organisms to survive for many years. Though individually organisms are dying, because of the process of reproduction, the type of the organism is surviving for thousands of years, even though individual organisms are dying, right? And coming to the non-living things like your car, bicycle, clocks, rock, water, river, they also will move, right? You know, car, it will move from one place to another place. Bicycle, it will move from one place to another place. A clock, its pointers, they will be keep moving round the clock. And water in the river, it also will move. But they do not have all other characteristics of living organisms, like growing and dying, like eating food, excreting. All those properties are not exhibited by those moving objects like cars, bicycle, clocks. That's why they are not considered as living things. The clouds, they can grow in size, but they do not have all other characteristics of living organisms. So living things may have all of the discussed characters, whereas non-living things may not show all of the characteristics of living things, right? And there is one point about seeds. Seeds are considered to be living things, but do seeds move? Seeds. Do seeds excrete? Do seeds reproduce?
No, no, sir.
But how can we come to know that the seeds are living? Seeds are living.
Sir,
As long as the seeds are living,
Yes.
they respirate and they generate heat. Okay? So, how to know that the seeds respirate? You just take a sack of grains. Take a sack of grains. Keep it inside and keep your hand inside. You can feel warm condition. That warmness, how are you able to feel? That is the heat that is released by the respiration of the seeds. We have learned that by cellular respiration, heat is generated. The energy that is generated will be in the form of heat. Seeds, inside the seeds, the cells will be carrying out respiration. So only that heat can be felt by us if we keep our hand inside a sack of grains. Okay, thus we will be coming to know that seeds are alive. If no heat is produced from the sack of the grains, then that means many of the seeds, they might have already died. Okay. So other life processes are not active in seeds, but still respiration is taking place inside seeds to keep them alive, right, by producing energy. So finally, life means it is flow of energy which is generated by respiration. So if respiration is not carried out, remaining all process will automatically stop. Even if remaining all processes are stopped, okay, if respiration is continuously carried out and the source of respiration, if oxygen and food is provided, then that particular thing will be kept alive. Okay, so respiration is the key characteristic. Respiration is the key characteristic of a living organisms. So with this the chapter is completed, and there are certain keywords like adaptation, aquatic habitat, biotic component, excretion, growth, habitat, living, reproduction, respiration, stimulus, etc. Right? Let us just write all these keywords one by one. Okay. And many of you have not submitted your vacation homework, which was instructed to be collected from all of you. Okay. Many of you have not submitted. I don't know the reason. Should I give 0 marks for those who didn't submit, or will you submit? Of course, here itself only 30 students are there attending my class. I know our classes are not that much energetic since we are using our own mobiles and teaching. You may not be feeling these classes much enthralling, and so, but there is no other go. We are not provided with any specific, we are using our own net, our own mobiles, and we are teaching. Right. Okay, let us just learn the keywords. Adaptation. What is adaptation? Can anyone tell? Adaptation. What is adaptation? The bodily feature.
Features or habit that enables organism to survive in a habitat.
Good. A bodily feature or habit which enables the organisms to survive in a habitat is known as adaptation.
Yes, sir.
And aquatic habitat. What is aquatic habitat? The living surroundings that are found in water. Okay.
Surrounding in water.
Yes.
The living habitat.
Yes. What is biotic component?
Living things of habitat.
Good. The living things of the habitat are known as biotic component. And what is excretion? The process of getting rid of waste materials from the body. Okay, it is known as excretion. Growth. What is growth? Increase in the size of the living organisms. Right. Habitat. What is habitat? The living surroundings of the organisms are known as habitat. What is living?
Yes, sir.
What is living? What is living?
The state of being alive.
Sir,
You are able to tell all the answers which I have written. How? Have you followed my previous videos, Vata? Right. Okay, no problem. Some-
we learned earlier.
Okay, good, very good. Reproduction. What is reproduction?
Process of producing same kind of new organism by
Addition of new organisms.
living organisms.
Okay. Respiration.
The process of breathing.
Yes, sir. The breathing and
What is respiration? The process of production of energy by using food and oxygen inside the living bodies. It is known as respiration. Okay. Right? And what is stimulus?
change in the surrounding that causes the living organism to exhibit responses.
living things that cause the living to process a response.
Okay. Right, with this the chapter is completed. I'll just forward the notes to you. So we have completed. We have,
Completed and then it
Of the cadets who have submitted their homework, sir.
completed all late chapters, sir.
I don't know who is speaking. Along with that, some other also is speaking. Voice is completely becoming unclear.
So submitted candidate.
Huh?
Sir, how to submit